just going to get straight to the point. So you see the first stick that came out for this message today is the value of words. So y'all know Taurus season. Taurus rules the thyroid gland, throat chakra. We just got done talking about this, right? How there's an emphasis on words, what we speak to ourselves, our inner self-talk, what we declare, what we speak outwardly, what we share and speak with others or upon others, right? People are receiving karma, regarding what they speak, what you create with what you speak. So heavy emphasis on this energy right now. So this is why we have the value of words. So if you see in the title, I said child oracles. So the reason I said child oracles, Spirit is saying pay close attention to children when you are in communication with them, right? When they come to share things with you, or they just want to come and talk with you, or they want to be around you, or they want to say something to you, or whatever, just make conversation, right? Spirit is saying to pay closely attention to the conversations with children, having conversations with children. If you're a parent, this could be your siblings, your cousins. If you are in a career where you work with kids, whatever this is, we will be receiving a lot of cosmic messages, oracle messages from these children at this time. So that's the channel that I got. Also, with karmic parent, karmic child, there's going to be karma for, think about this. Think about the children who were, bullying other kids, or, who took advantage of other kids. Or they did some evil upon another child, a benevolent child, right? Think about how it's always a bully is somebody who's been bullied in most cases. So you think about a parent, right? Not all children turn out like their toxic parents. But this is talking about children who have these, toxic, they are the manifestations. They are a manifestation of the result of these toxic traits and choices within human form, right? This is what I'm referring to when I say a karmic parent, or a karmic parent and karmic child. So this is like a double karma, dynamic duo type of thing, right? So you know how they say the karma will befall on the children. In a lot of cases, as a result of how a person or an adult may conduct themselves or how they treat other people, they could possibly receive this karma in their children or in their child, whether that be the child, being the antagonist, the child end up, repeating or reiterating, regurgitating these toxic traits that, the child experienced in their environment or within their parent, right? Or whether it's the child, having these actions taken against them that, whatever that toxic parent took against, the other parent, right? So it could go either way. So there's karma. Another message that I got too, I know what Spirit said, sorry about that. Spirit said just because it makes you uncomfortable, whatever, the karma is, or the outcome, or the unpleasant outcome, the fact that unpleasant outcomes exist, just because it makes you uncomfortable or whatever, does not mean that it's still not going to happen, that it's not necessary according to cosmic alignment and rebalancing. So yeah, that's what I'm getting to. Like, I've been getting confirmation about people being too soft, right? Being too soft and having a problem with, receiving or being able to sit through uncomfortable information, or information that may arouse discomfort, emotionally or mentally, right? So that's why I really wanted to put a heavy emphasis on differentiating yourself, your oneness with source, right? With your emotions, or from your emotions and your thoughts. It does matter, because in a lot of cases, it's your emotions and your thoughts responding to the information you receive. It's not really, you being in an energy of oneness, right? Because if that was the case, it shouldn't really be affecting you or impacting you so extremely or intensely. So I was getting a challenge about that too. Like, some people, there could be some people who place blockages on themselves, on their own ability to ascend and evolve, just because they find it difficult to listen to, you know, heavy information, or or an uncomfortable truth or something like that. But the truth is necessary for them to be freed from whatever bondage that they're dealing with. So gotta channel in about that. Some of you could be the individuals who are delivering these messages, right? Once again, Taurus season, emphasis on the throat chakra, emphasis on the thyroid, emphasis on speaking up for the truth, speaking your truth, right? Using, you know, exercising your ability to speak, you know, responsibly, even if that means being silent in certain cases or situations, right? So this is what this is talking about, the value of words. The value of words. So, Child Oracles, Karmic Parent, Karmic Child. Playing God. Okay, so that was the other message I got about playing God. All these companies out here playing God are getting hit like with heavy karma, like the time is now type shit. So you're going to be seeing like major companies or like major traditions, right? That a lot of companies been, you know, capitalizing off of, you know, playing God in people's lives and with people's children. Like this whole ban on baby formula, this, that, and the third. Look, that ain't even a half of what's about to happen. Like what's about to be exposed publicly, or what's about to fall down. Like its time is up. The time is now for these things, these false foundations, these companies that are really more destructive and harmful to us than they are good. Yeah, all that is coming down, and this is, you know, behind the work of course, the universe, but the angels, the archangels, the ancestors, right? Us. So it's coming down. It's coming down. That illusion, that time is over. Right? Okay. So this is also talking about any type of manipulation where somebody is trying to substitute something natural for something unnatural, and try to make that the real thing, or make that something that we switch over to, this, that, and the third. Whoever, you know, these people are, the minds behind these things, and the people who enable this stuff and co-sign with it, and who are also helping to expose people or influence others to participate in these things, or whatever it is, right? That is, you know, evidently destructive to the individual, the user, or whatever the case may be. There's karma. There's karma for this. These people are dealing with karma right now, or they will be in the near future. This is what's happening. The value of words. The value of words. And the thing is, like, these downloads that I'm getting about, like, the extremes and this, that, and the third, or whatever, it's like, yo, these people, these karmics are experiencing, like, some extremes in their life. Like, okay, so you know how most of you who are, you know, truly divine, or, you know, you experience, you know, scapegoating, you know, you were set apart, this, that, and the third, you know, your upbringing, you know, wasn't, you know, there was some challenges to your upbringing, you know, with your self-esteem, concerning your abilities and your gifts, this, that, and the third, right? And you dealt with some extreme things that you did not deserve, right? But you still got through that shit. Like, you still made the best out of it. You learned whatever you learned. You're helping others learn how to do it. You know, whatever it was, you're making the best out of this, right? So these people, you know, who valued other things, like materialistic things, this, that, and the third, over those things that are internal, those things that really do matter, essentially, right? Like words, what you speak, right? You create what you speak. Words are spells, affirmations, right? So these people who didn't value words, they didn't have a true value or healthy perspective or understanding of the value of words. These people who gossip, defamation of character, right? Speaking out of spite and jealousy. Stealing your shit and trying to be you, act like you, talk like you. Trying to silence you, suppress your truth. Creating narratives about you, whatever it is, whatever way that a person abused the ability to speak and use words. There's heavy karma. They're dealing with heavy karma right now for this. And it's, I'm telling you, like, it's like some storms, like some extreme shit. Some extreme shit. Like death energy, final destination energy, man. And I know it's hard to hear. I know. But anytime I try to like make myself deviate a little bit too much from, you know, the how I typically am, or I ain't gonna say typically am, or just the kind of stuff I really do be receiving, like I'm just kind of cutthroat even with good things regarding the truth. You know, it's not always negative stuff, right? It's a 360, it's both sides to it, all angles. So we address all angles from a very transparent perspective. That's what I do. So I want to pull some messages regarding child oracles. Child oracles. You ever had a kid come up to you randomly, like maybe at a restaurant, or like their parent was nearby, but they'll just look at you, and for some reason, even though there's other people around, they want to speak to you, or they look at you and smile, or they'll say something, whatever, or do something that's like damn near angelic, right? So it can even be, you know, like that, in that sort of context. I don't care if it's just, you know, a video, a TikTok, it doesn't matter. Divine and loving ancestors, can you give us some messages regarding child oracles? Okay, so this could also be like children exposing people. Oh my God. I don't know how. You can choose however you want to look at that, but that's what I heard. Truth. Like children like really like bringing truth here. We got spiritual warfare. Yeah, giving you messages regarding spiritual warfare that are facts. Yeah. Child oracle. Some of these kids could be going through spiritual warfare as well. This is something you need to be aware of. They want your soul. It's not something to fear or be afraid of. It's something to be aware of. Don't think that just because they're a child and they're in a child world and they have child things and that, you know, people won't try to attack, you know, your children or whatever. Or think about child I'm sorry, we have to, like I said, I have to be transparent. Like I have to be transparent. Think about child sacrifices and, you know, kidnappings and, you know, harvesting and energy harvesting. They don't just organ harvest and all of that shit with children. They energy harvest off children all the time. Like theme parks, with TV shows, whatever the case may be, right? So this is saying, like, be cautious of your children because, you know, or listen to them. Because, and these are children who are very, like, spiritual, like. So when they have these epiphanies about stuff, like it could be a TV show, it doesn't matter what it is, and they want to share it with you, please listen to them. Listen to them. Even if it's about a person. So we got Look At Me Now. Whoa. So remember, this is regarding child oracles. So what I heard was, you know, this could be referring to like a child star, or like children who are really going to like be a part of what literally shifts your whole destiny, like in a positive way. Like something about your child. Too much emphasis on physical. Okay, so what I'm getting to, like, there's some children, some divine children who see right through this stuff. Like, the too much emphasis on the physical stuff and yada yada yada, or they understand, like, y'all, kids are smart as hell. There's some smart ass kids here who understand, like, or they see right through this veil, right through this illusion or whatever. Even though they may express themselves, they're, you know, a lot of times their opinions don't really, it's not really given the credit or, you know, the attention that it deserves or whatever, because they're a child, you know, so people would disregard what they're saying. But these children are speaking straight facts, like truth to these people, and it's because these children, like, are blessed. Like, these children are like the ancestors, like, type, yeah, like ancient souls, like old souls type of thing, man. Too much emphasis on physical. You are more than sex appeal. So so it can be some children, like, speaking out about this or calling this out in people, family, friends, whatever, or just adults in general. You know, with all the social media, like, I done seen, like, a kid, like, yo, you'll be surprised how smart a 6-year-old, like, how children are, like, and very verbal and descriptive and expressive children are, bro. Like, on some, you really must have an old soul, like, who the fuck are you type shit. Like, I'm seeing children like this. I don't know what y'all have been seeing, but I'm seeing children like this. These children are speaking straight facts. Straight facts. So, pay attention. Pay attention. So these children will also, like, be saying things or doing things to draw your attention to, like, subconscious thoughts and habits. Things that you may not really notice about yourself. This could even be like a kid could be warning you about something. Now, I've seen this in, like, a few movies and shows and stuff like that, where a child would try to tell, like, a parent or tell someone, hey, don't do that, don't go there, whatever, like, yada yada yada, and nobody listens, because for the simple fact that it's a child, but the child ends up being right. So this could also be talking about, like, child oracles who have the ability, like, to sense things or sense danger or whatever. Listen to them. So this is also talking about who you invite. Be mindful of who you invite around your children, like, who are gifted as well. Be mindful of the invitations you get that your child may receive. Make sure you know these people very well. You trust these people, whatever the case may be. Like, it's enough of all that whatever we went through when we was young. Like, ain't no more of that. This is saying, look, you need to be very spiritually aware so that we, you know, we don't allow these things to happen anymore. We can prevent these things from happening so that they don't have to, you know what I'm saying, experience any emotional, psychological, spiritual delays in their progress and self-development. This is, okay. So what I'm hearing too, like, even if a child isn't able to, like, express themselves that great, you know, verbally, like, there are other ways that you can communicate with this child, that they do communicate. We all communicate at all ages, even infants. It doesn't matter. It's just a matter of you understanding the communication. Right. How you doing? It's a matter of understanding the communication or learning the language, right? It's different languages. Just like as adults, we always want to talk about love languages, this, that, and the third. Okay, what about the different languages of a child, even if they're nonverbal, right? That's what I love about, and it shouldn't have to take, you know, something like autism and stuff like that for people to become more aware of, like, different languages of a child and how to understand a child in different ways, right? So this is saying even, you know, a child can be an oracle whether they're able to communicate things verbally or not. It could just be what they feel, what they sense, right? It could be how they respond physically. It can be like several ways that this child communicates, right? It doesn't have to be verbal all the time. So this is talking about really tapping into our gifts so that we can hone in on what's not being spoken. Because there's, in a lot of cases too, children can speak in code. Just because you know, or parents become disconnected with their child because you're not supposed to be. And that's why this whole baby formula shit, that's why Spirit is removing that shit too, because the thing about when you breastfeed a child, it deepens your connection with that child on all levels, including communication, nonverbal communication. Okay? So when you script yourself, or you don't allow yourself to experience that, or you script a child from experience that creates like an automatic breach to like disconnection. So there's other ways we're supposed to be able to understand our children. We shouldn't have to run to the doctor every time something's going on with our child. We don't know what's going on with our child. You don't know what's going on with your child, and you gave your child baby formula, but you don't know how to read the ingredients to see what's going on with your child. No, you just, so your child sick and shit, your child doing that, and you just gonna take it to the hospital. You're not gonna do any evaluation. You're not gonna retrace your steps, or whatever the case may be, because you're the guardian of the child. What the child can only do but so much. The child can't get up and walk. Your eyes should be on the child most of the time to know what the fuck different happened with the child, around the child, to be causing whatever reaction, because that's what it is, a reaction. So this is talking about, you know, look, babies are not just to say, hey, I got a baby and it's cute, look at my pretty baby. A baby's is not, oh, he my man because I had a baby with him, so he's some of mine. He ain't just yours, he's some of mine too, because we got a baby. My baby good because my baby got on some cute ass clothes. My baby good because my baby eat anyway. It don't matter if it's Cheetos and bologna and bullshit most of the time. My baby good. And this is not to speak against, you know, having to, you know, hustle, I mean, going through the struggle, or whatever you got to do to feed your family. I get that. But still, this is talking about, hey, this is talking about consciously raising our children now, that we know what we know, that we've been through what we've been through, came out of what we came out of, witnessed what we witnessed, right? Return to grace now. Returning to grace, because if you're returning to grace, or if you're in the state of grace, then you're in the state of oneness with source, right? So you should be very intuitive and discerning of the child and whatever messages or however way the child communicates. Ain't no, oh, I never thought they would do that to my child. Ain't none of that no more. Ain't none of that no more. The child should not have to suffer as a result of your irresponsibility regarding your innate abilities that's supposed to be intact. It's supposed to be popping. It's supposed to be connected. You becoming disconnected from nature, resorting to unnatural things, that's not the child's fault. So, but it's not the child's fault, but it can become the child's burden. That's why it says the sins of the father befall on the children. So people getting karma about this. Like, no, you're not about to be out here raising your child to be toxic as fuck, fucking up another child's world, causing some of these children to commit suicide. And really, no, there's going to be karma. The child is going to go through karma. The parent is going to go through karma. Whoever was responsible of raising that child, dictating, guiding that child, is going to get some karma too. Especially if you had a direct influence on this child's emotional nature or environment, psychological environment. So no, just because the child is in your care, that's not parenting within itself. The child being with you, that's amazing. That's amazing. But what are you doing? What are you showing? What are you exuding around the child when this child is in your presence, right? Or are you just comparing yourself to others who share similar. Is competitions. Keeping up with the Joneses. Trying to keep up with the Joneses but can't get right. Doing it that way. You never ain't gonna really get right trying to do it that way. Trying to do it any way that's inauthentic. That's unaligned. You're not. How can you get right? How can you get right by being wrong? Like, I don't understand that. The only way you can get right by being wrong is learning from your mistakes. Period. Learning from other people's mistakes. Doing something different, because if you're doing the same thing and expecting something different, something toxic, that's insanity. So I'm hearing that these are, like, some of these children are healers in child form. Some people are being blessed with children who are healers in child form. It's on some, look, I'm going to show you. You don't need muscles. You don't need that degree. You don't need to be old enough to go to college and have a degree for you to have this direct connection to a higher intelligence from being in oneness and stillness and grace with Source. I'm going to use children to show you. Because didn't I say, be as a child. Be as a child with divine. When you come unto divine, when you come into that divinity, be as a child, childlike. Okay, so let me show you with children. Because y'all adults, too many adults can't get right. So let me show you through children. Let me show you. Y'all want to be, listen, you were supposed to be a guide and a role model for the children. But since you can't get right, I'm going to have the child be that role model for you. Okay? Let me let the child, let me just, okay, let me show y'all. Because y'all so stuck on comparing yourself with others and comparing your physical attributes and your bag, whatever. Okay, fine. At this point, this purge is happening. This rebalancing is happening. This is like Earth. This is a universe. This shit is happening, y'all. This shit is happening now. If we can't use you with your grown ass, we're gonna use the children. We're gonna use the adults who are in their oneness, who are in their I am, and we're gonna use children as well. We're gonna use who we can. Yeah, because we can. For the simple fact that we can. And that's the whole point that you're fucking missing. It's a vessel. It's your vessel, and then there's your soul. So, look, that's why this was the second thing that came out. Too much emphasis on the physical. Too much emphasis on the physical. You got some children like who really calling shit out like, I don't want that money. Where you was at such and such? Why you ain't take me to? Why you ain't come to my game? Y'all, you got okay. A Happy Meal. Why you told me you was gonna come and you was gonna participate and then you didn't come? Like, you got children that's like on some, look, nah, we true to our values. Like, we want the love. We want the love. We want the value of love. We want the value of your presence. We want the value of your commitments. We want that. We want real investments in us. That's what we want. That's what we want. Right? So some of these children are being used to like call this shit out. Call people out. Spiritual warfare. Spiritual warfare. Got to, because y'all motherfuckers is, some of these motherfuckers is just getting out of hand. Okay? So they like, okay, alright, let's go ahead and just use children too. Look, insecure. It's like too many adults because of all of your experiences. This is why subconscious came out. All of these memories, or the memory of toxic experiences regarding your self-concept, your self-esteem, your security, your emotional, psychological stability, how you see yourself. Because of, you know, you struggling so hard, can't get right because of these subconscious memories that, you know, we're telling you, hey, at the end of all of this shit, it's emotions and thoughts, and then there's you. But you are not the emotions and thoughts. But because you still identify yourself with your emotions and thoughts only, you stuck in, you keep getting caught up in this energy here, this insecure energy, this competition energy, this comparing yourself to others energy, and their physical attributes, and this, that, and the third, right? Warped reflection, illusion, body dysmorphia. And being in this is causing us, it's slowing down our ascension to a degree. It's slowing. Listen, you're gonna always evolve in your own unique divine timing, but all I'm saying is to quantum leap even more, right? Or you can speed things up. There's ways you can speed things up depending on your perception, right? Depending on what you are projecting into your present, into the now and the future. Because like I was saying in the other video, too many people focus on the past and the future. You focus on anticipating outcomes of the future, and in a lot of cases, the outcomes you be anticipating that be right at the back of your mind when you try to be positive is what? That negative outcome because of some negative, old ass, outdated ass experience, right? See, children, they're kind of free from that. Some children anyway. Some children. But they don't have as long, as a memory, that long-term memory. They don't have that long-term memory to really, create those type of blockages around their throat chakra, or just around their imagination and around the I am, that's so defined like adults. Because, man, like, yeah. Because of the chaos going on in a lot of people on the inside, what does that ultimately look like on the outside? Like chaos. The illusion is that the world is chaotic, but it's like, no, it's just motherfuckers don't want to get, motherfuckers so unaligned, disconnected, unbalanced. The people, disconnected, unaligned, imbalanced. So they're doing things, they're reflecting this outside of themselves, upon the land, upon the world, upon other people. And it makes the world seem like it's that way. But it's really not. Exactly. Everyone does, deep down, whether they know it or not, or know how to identify that, clairvoyance. Because ultimately, what are the states of being that we truly want to achieve? Love, peace, and joy. Everyone deep down wants that. So just imagine if you just learn how to truly look at or analyze emotions and thoughts accurately, right? Clairvoyance. As soon as I just said that, look, clear seeing. How to see things clearly, right? How to have a crystal ball view of your third eye. Like your third eye should be a crystal ball. The way crystal balls are used is how your third eye should be operating. Crystal clear view, perspectives, discernment, intuition, right? Ain't nothing sneaking up on you and shit, right? Clear hearing. Look, this is talking about being very clear. Being very clear on what you hear, the thoughts and the emotions that you hear. Being very clear, right? I can see clearly now. Yeah, because all parents have a responsibility to guide the children to grace. Now, let me be very clear when I say that. Think about the many children. This is not all children. But think about the people, our peers, or whoever you know who was guided to the grave. From the cradle to the grave, they was doing shit, making decisions, talking a certain type of way, doing certain type of things that they see somebody around them doing. Having the kind of people around them, like the people that was around them when they was, you know what I'm saying? They're reenacting the kind of things that could possibly conjure a kind of energy that could lead them from the cradle, from their mama house to the grave. There's karma for that. Is every kid or teenager or whomever who passes away, you know, or is killed or stuff like that, is a result of their parents raising them up in a toxic form? Of course not. Of course not. This is why I'm talking about a karmic parent and a karmic child, right? There's a difference. There's a difference. You know, the other day I was talking about the such thing as neutral spirits. There's some neutral spirits that exist amongst us that you will still receive the same intensity of karma for harming that individual. Remember, there's a polarity to light, dark, and gray. The gray area, the neutrals. There's a benevolent gray or neutral, and there's a malevolent gray or neutral. So there are some benevolent neutrals, right? That if they are entrenched upon, you will still receive the same intensity of karma on those from those individuals as well. Exactly. Huh. I'm hearing Steven Universe song again. When we're talking about all this clear seeing and these children. And what you said too. And when I said about the crystal ball and the third eye. And then another clear just came out. Clear smelling. So even like, there's a lot of times when we smell bullshit, we smell evil, we smell dysfunction, we smell imbalance, we smell sickness, we smell dis-ease, we smell demons. There's a lot of times when we smell this shit and we ignore it, or we overlook it, or we call it something else, right? We don't really, what does that smell? What is this about? We don't ever like, we rarely pause to be like, what is this spiritual? What is this? We just be like, God damn, something funky as fuck. And keep it moving like, damn. Like, if anything, you try to get away from it, cover your nose. Like, you don't really stop to be like, what is this about? You feel me? Like, you just automatically assume, okay, roadkill. Like, I don't know, like some shit. Like funky as hell, right? But no, like, there's some things, like, there's messages or things you can identify about the condition of people's spirit through smells. I don't care, like, I don't care, like, you just can. You just can. It's just a matter of tapping into this, right? To being so present with oneness that you can tap into this. You know, there's some, okay, this is a prime example. Mothers. Mothers is a beautiful example. You ever had, like, you know how a mother, you could be in a whole nother state. And if you going through something or something happening with you, or you in a crazy situation or whatever the case may be, and your mama just called you out of nowhere, or a person's mom just called them out of nowhere when they happen to be like dealing with some shit, even if they didn't talk to them for a long time, like, there are some mothers who are like that. This only entails of the abilities, the innate abilities that we really have, but so many people are disconnected with. and it's leading to dysfunction. It's leading to identity crises in the children. It's you know what I'm saying? It's leading to more confusion and illusion. So this is why Spirit is just like, you know what? No. We done had some of our prophets tell y'all about this baby formula. Look, you had an opportunity to get your ass prepared. They gave your ass the information on what you can do, you know, to properly feed the child. It's out there, but you wanted to you wanted to look at what the Jones is doing. You wanted to watch Love and Hip Hop. You wanted to go, you know, see whatever the hell you wanted to bend your knees. That's what you wanted to do. But the information was out here. The prophets were speaking. The prophets have foretold you of what was to come, of what was going on, and solutions. The time is up. The time is now. The time is now. You should have been preparing yourself. Right? So this is talking about people who had access to this information, who were given this information and they fumbled it. Right? Karma. And you know what's so crazy about it? A lot of the karma is coming from their actual emotions and thoughts. Psyching themselves, what am I going to do? Oh my God. Because the emotions and thoughts that they've invested into their mind, right? That they collected, that they hold on to, that they keep consuming, it's not of substance. It's not of substance. It's not remedies, recipes, the keys. You get what I'm saying? It's not that. It's not that. It's not that. So you panicking. Why are you panicking? Thank you. Why is you panicking? That's the thing. So child oracles. A person who ain't got shit to lose will help you lose everything. You deserve peace, not being angry, irritated, or sad. So this is talking about children like who sincerely do not want to see their parents like this, or who were put in these individuals' lives like to bring you so much joy and peace and love, yo. Like, oh my gosh. But I'm really feeling like reincarnation for real. Hide and defeat, mask and misery. So I'm feeling like somebody who never really shows when they're hurt. But this is not a person who takes out their anger on people or their pain on people just because they're hurt, right? So this is talking about being this way and still, you know, putting love out there, you know, still retaining your heart, even though behind the scenes, you know, you dealing with some things, or you was dealing with some challenging things, like, or you had to, you know, accept some L's or whatever the case may be, right? This is talking about, you know, you receiving some blessing here, like through a child. Literally the gift of love or peace or joy, like, or a child, like it's something about this child just adding this kind of energy to you, this frequency to you in abundance. All right. Playing God. Let's get some messages about playing God. I want to do this one. Divine and loving ancestors, what messages do you have for us regarding playing God? Backfires big. Playing God backfires big. Yep, astral traveling in people's dreams, visiting people's dreams, trying to manipulate, modify, block, steal information, gifts, whatever the case may be. Karma for that. Yeah, somebody we're being told to pull our energy back from social media. I definitely feel that. Yeah, because all is not what it seems here. Like there's something going on regarding infiltrating your dreams by your social media use. Some of you guys, I just heard something about spyware, eyewear, something about if you have that face ID shit, you need to turn that shit off, or delete that shit. I don't know, like turn it and disable it. Yeah, we got, yeah, because there's spell work or spell casting involved with that. Like your iris, your eyes, your pupil is being used for some type of spell work or to cast spells on you that may cause problems with your dreams. People try to interrupt your peace or like manifestations of that. Or people trying to enlarge like prayers into you. These prayers are being denied though. Yeah, because I just got God's plan. You are rare. Somebody trying to manipulate the plan that God has for you. And this could be somebody on social media or through your social media. Yeah, deadly intelligence here. So even if it's like, then we gotta come back. Huh. So it's somebody you pulled your energy back because you felt it necessary. This individual could have something to do with this. Or whenever you try to get off, like you could have like an energy that's trying to lure you back, like for some type of purpose of magic here, or spell casting. They keep trying to lure you back on the platform or whatever it is. Come back. Some type of comeback spell. Yeah, there's something you're not paying attention to. We got pay attention reverse. So there's something you need to pay attention to. Yeah, somebody who, yeah, there's somebody who's trying, somebody wants to have a baby with you. They're hoping that they have a successful outcome. But you're not paying attention to this person. This could be why this individual is saying like come back or something like that. But yeah, somebody is wanting a successful outcome with you. It is retrograde now, or we're in retrograde. This person, or there's somebody who's bisexual here on the down low, or there's rumors of bisexual. This person could have been creating rumors about you being bisexual or gay or some shit like that. Or there's some rumors regarding somebody who's bisexual. Somebody could be trying to create gossip and rumors about your sexual orientation, like for the fuckboy. I don't know. Yeah. But you're going to have a successful outcome in something here. What message do you have? Tarnish your image. Trying to tarnish your image. Yeah, so these rumors, either this is the individual who is bisexual, you know, that's spreading these rumors here to tarnish your image, or that could be what the rumor is, to quote unquote tarnish your image. I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. Oh my god. I am not Jasmine, I am Aladdin. So I just got too much. Somebody could be lying about their identity, and this also means like regardless of whatever this depicted image of what people are trying to do with your identity, trying to modify your identity in any way, that's okay. Artificial intelligence. So this could be some type of programming in the technology and some social media platform that's like trying to manipulate your identity in little intricate, like in little subtle ways or something like that. Look, truth stranger than fiction. So I know this sounds very strange, but Spirit is saying this is the truth. Look, death is knocking on these individuals, whoever this person is. Or this could be just, I don't know, this somebody. For somebody, death is not. Somebody who is living a lie, or I am living a lie. Or somebody sees that you're not living a lie here. And as a result of whatever this was that they launched on you, this spell word, like it was a violation, they were trespassing, like touch not my anointed type shit. This person has death knocking at their door as a result. Karma. I just heard untouchable and left eye's voice. Somebody need should probably chill out on the marijuana. So we have you are strong and courageous, or you need to be strong and courageous at this time. Thy good and faithful servant. So please don't think that you know, your efforts or your whatever you do is like unrecognized, or that you won't be defended. Something going on with a murder here. These people have failed to murder your image or murder your self-esteem here, but this was the goal. I just got too, like, you have to be careful with using certain technology like face technology and stuff like that, because they could try to frame you for murders or try to frame you for let's say like somebody they know or an elite or an officer or whatever were actually responsible for it, but they'll try to help them frame and they need people or like faces, like they need ways to do that. So just be careful with your fingerprints, your eye prints, your face recognition, and even your fucking fluids. Oh my god. There's something going on with these, what is it called? It's the place where men donate semen and women will go and buy the semen and get pregnant that way instead of the natural way. So there's some karma behind with these institutions, some bad karma here going on right now or in the near future. Playing God. Playing God. Yeah. Something sketchy is going on. Using it to frame people for murders and stuff like that, innocent people for crimes that they did not commit. Using men's like semen or targeting certain men or a certain, you know, race of men. Yep. So something about, yeah, look, deadly secrets. Confirmation. Deadly fucking secrets, bro. Damn, and I had just got a download right before that shit came out. Deadly secrets. Okay, so this has something to do with karmic children too. How some karmic children are created from these unnatural ways of being born. There's no true connection or love or none of that between like the parent and the child. The donor and the child. So like that disconnect with the bloodline, because you don't have direct access to the donor. Look, desensitization. So this is, yeah, this has created children who were desensitized, or look, unity. What I just said about unity. Unity. So children that create discord. And that is a thing. Ugh, sneaky. Sneaky. There's a person who works for this type of institution, this company. This person is very bitter. This person is very bitter about, yeah, bitter. Definitely, yeah, something from childhood. What the hell? I saw something about have my baby. Something about having my baby. So something to do with this individual and a child. Something that went wrong with a child or a baby here that works for this company or this institution. Yeah, yeah. This person is very crooked though. Silence as a weapon. If this person ever gets questioned, they probably won't say shit. Silence as a weapon, because what can they really say, right? It's not that they really have remorse. This person don't really have remorse for what they did, for these deadly secrets here. They don't really have remorse. So they may try to use silence as a weapon to get out of it, for the lack of proof or some physical evidence or some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, we got God's plan reverse. These people were playing God. Look, we got deadly intelligence reverse. Karma. Mental warrior, able to war with enemies via thought, able to defend via thought visualization. So these people are in conflict with a lot of excess of emotional and mental energy right now. Not just as a result of their guilt or whatever the case may be, but these souls that they have tormented, these souls that they have framed or entrenched upon. Yeah, because this shit led to some deaths here. Whatever it is, though, is going to be trending. Please like me. What the hell? Please like me. What other messages do you have regarding playing God, trying to play God? Trying to play God. Divine 11 Ancestors, what other messages do you have regarding trying to play God? Backfiring. The Walking Dead, leading others to the grave intentionally for self-gain. Oh my God. So I just heard that. Wow. This shit about to sound crazy as hell. I just heard that some of these institutions are working or paired with other companies, artificial intelligence companies, and they're using people's fluids against their will without their knowing. They're using their semen to create artificially modified humans or some type of, y'all, this shit is crazy. But they're using semen. They're using semen. This is crazy. This may sound like some scary ass shit. I don't know. Yeah, there's gonna be some necessary changes and arrangements here for this unnecessary shit. These individuals will try to surrender or may try to like give themselves up or whatever and try to act like, you know, it wasn't what it actually was, but nah. Seer, detective, yeah. These people are being investigated. What the hell? Seer, detective of plots and schemes done in secret. I like same sex. So somebody likes the same sex in secret here. I don't know how this goes into what I'm picking up, but seer, detective of plots. So these plots, these plots are going to be exposed. These schemes being done in secret. That shit is crazy. There's going to be some unexpected miracles overall for, you know, the general, you know, divine collective and the benevolent neutrals, right? There's going to be some unexpected miracles happening on earth. We got a teacher. Damn, this is crazy. Yeah, I fucked up. What else is this saying? Ten steps behind. Somebody is behind, and it's something to do with somebody is 10 steps behind. And they realizing that they fucked up. Somebody who is trying to compete with you This is crazy. Okay, this is for my divine feminines. This, like, your yoni power can be felt, it can be sensed, it can be smelt, like on some pheromone shit, but this shit can be felt, bro. Just like your light. There was somebody competing with you, like another female, whatever, competing with you because of this energy here that you emit, that you radiate from your universe. But this person is 10 steps behind you. This person thought they were 10 steps ahead of you, though. Person was talking mad shit. I got cards on. Look, we got God's plan again. And it was reversed. Too prideful to admit they was wrong. That's why I said they might not even, their whole strategy might be to remain silent. I have the right to remain silent. They ain't gonna want to say shit. Look, karmic friends. This is crazy. So this is also talking about karmic friends trying to manipulate with God's plan on your life. Karma. Something about your creative property as well. What the hell? Big mad. Reverse. Mad for what? But yeah, so the whole thing, like when I was talking about from the cradle to the grace instead of to the grave, like what Kodak say on his song, that's the song I channeled, from the cradle to the grave. So, but what I heard from spirit was from the cradle to the graves. There are parents who have been guiding their children from the home space to their graves, opposed to from the cradle into grace, right? There's karma for that. Like, they're dealing with karma for this shit at this time. So whatever that looks like, however that manifests, is going to vary. I'm just giving you like the damn cold fact about it, right? I'm not about to sit here and try to tell you what that's going to look like for each, for each individual and its own uniqueness. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, but these individuals are too prideful to simply admit that they were wrong, to live in truth. And that's literally all they had to do. Look, truth stranger than fiction. All they had to do was tell the truth. Let's come forward with the truth. Look, Spirit said, have several seats. But these people didn't want to sit down. They didn't want to get off their high horse. Have several seats. Humble yourself. So these individuals are being humble. This is talking about the arrogant individuals who thought what they doing, who thought what they were engaging in was actually a symbol. It was liberating. Look, money dwindling. So these could be individuals who had a lot of money, right? And they counted that as being divine or as being successful, or this is what success is. This is how they weigh success, right? On money. So now their money is dwindling. I'm going to turn you down. I'm going to bring you down a notch. I'm going to sit you down in several seats. This is what Spirit is doing with them at this time. The vaccine fucking me up. These individuals could have took the vaccine. Yeah, because it's a purge going on in the spiritual realm. It's a purge going on in the spiritual realm. I already said that. So some of these motherfuckers about to get taken out, y'all. I said the other month that one day I was riding and I seen 3 dead animals on the same day within the same route, a very short route. And the challenge I got was that there was going to be a death wave. Unexpectedly, a death wave, right? Because there's a purge happening in the spirit realm. Group conflict. There's some individuals that got some group conflict right now. And this is also talking about you no longer participating or accepting invitations into group conflicts and focusing on your creations. Focusing on your creations, releasing your creations instead of just sitting on it, right? This is talking about you actually living what it is, that makes you happy, that makes you feel most fulfilled, right? That brings you your joy. Yeah, no regrets. No regrets. I have no regrets. I said what I said. I did what I did. I forgive myself. I forgive, I forgive the situation. It's not going to deter my joy. It's not going to take away my peace. No, I'm still going to retain my sweet, loving self. Like, no. Yeah. Yeah. You don't have to do no sneak shit behind the scenes or, live a double life, in a low vibrational manner. Like, you don't have to do that. You don't have to trick and, plot and scheme on people, just to come up. And you'll be completely humble with what you have and grateful for what you have in the meantime. Emotional distress. So these individuals are experiencing emotional distress because they were trying to cause you, or they did cause you emotional distress, especially with their mouth. So karma because of their fucking mouth. Yada yada yada. Yada yada yada. To whom much is given, much is required. It comes with the territory. I just watched a video of Michael Jackson the other day, and somebody asked him, like, when you hear about this stuff that people say about you, like, does it bother you? And he was like, yes, sometimes it did or whatever. But, basically, people gonna say what they want to say. They don't know me. They don't know me. And I understand that it comes with the territory, right? To whom much is given, much is required. It comes with the territory. It's nothing to internalize, right? Or to make the trending, topic of your life. To make your identity. That's why we're talking about, working on no longer identifying yourself with your emotions, your emotional memory, or with your thoughts, right? Because it's draining. It's draining to your energy, and it desensitizes you. It desensitizes you, and it's draining on your energy. It can also cause you to spend, your time with people who are, draining all your energy or who are desensitized. All right, you guys. It's looking like we're coming to the close. Yep. I want to pull a card from Harry Potter and Angels and Ancestors. Just one from both. Divine Love and Ancestors, what messages, closing messages do you have for us regarding this channel? Oh wow, like, y'all, we really about to see, like, man, it's crazy how I saw that post the other day about people being too soft, like, to really face, like, shit or whatever, so that we can, like, really heal and do something about it, right? Because it exists, right? It's really some gruesome shit out there that exists that's happening to innocent people, and we need to be more tougher or whatever, more in a warrior, like, ability and mentality and stuff like that concerning these things, because it's a lot that we can do with just our minds, so that should automatically take away the fear from, physically getting involved in stuff, which some people, their paths concern that, for them to get physically involved. But for others, that's a lot we can do to manipulate the situation with just our minds. But being in that mindset of fear and and I can't, it's not gonna really benefit anyone. Okay, even though I said I was gonna get one, two came out, so we're gonna be two. We're gonna be two. Resisting values and beliefs. Don't resist people's values and beliefs. And not resisting it doesn't mean succumbing to it either. What's the purpose of the tension and the bickering? What's the purpose of the back and forth with the individual, right? Hedwig is Harry's beloved pet snowy owl, given to him by Hagrid on his 11th birthday. Hedwig is Harry's constant companion through the first 6 films in the series, providing help, comfort, and friendship through some of Harry's darkest times. Do you have a special animal companion that has brought you comfort during difficult moments? So I know they say animal, but obviously, you know, I'm hearing this about the child oracles, right? So these children are here to provide you help, comfort, and friendship. Please don't get that confused. You still are a parent or whatever, you know, but just, you understand. When we talk about these messages that, you know, that's going to be spoken through them, right? So understand that these children, you know, are going to be able to offer you some type of comforting, like, word or something like that. Yeah, because you could be experiencing a loss here. Exactly. It could be regarding some type of loss you experienced in the past, whatever, present. And we also have the Fidelis Charm is a very difficult spell that conceals a secret, such as a person's location, by entrusting it to a single person's soul. The information cannot be revealed through coercion or duress. It can only be revealed if the secret keeper chooses to reveal it. This makes it one of the most powerful and important spells in the wizarding world. Who would you choose to be your secret keeper? And we got relationships. So there's going to be an individual in your life or a person in your life now who you will be able to confide in, like your most deepest, darkest things, or whatever the case, or most challenging things for you to speak about. There's going to be an individual or a tribe here whom you're going to be able to confide in one another these deep, dark secrets. And this is also talking about the universe, your ancestors confiding in you with these secrets, right? Revealing secrets to you. This is talking about strengthening this type of relationship and bond with them and with your inner self, right? The Fidelis Charm is a very difficult spell that conceals a secret, such as a person's location. Yeah. So I'm hearing too regarding the playing God or whatever. These individuals were like, they were doing spells to hide this information or to hide it from the general public for a long time. Yeah, but that's over and done with. That's over with. That's over with. Okay, and the last card that came out, it was stuck to the other one, so I'm going to read it. In Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, Harry loses his godfather, Sirius. He's not a star system. When Bellatrix Lestrange kills him during a duel in the Department of Mysteries. Devastated with grief and rage, Harry chases after Bellatrix and uses the crucifix curse, an unforgivable curse, to bring her down. It doesn't work because Harry doesn't really mean it. He is just reacting to his pain. Have you ever lashed out after suffering a terrible blow? What were the consequences? Did it make you feel better or worse? So once again, this is talking about being more conscious of your emotions and your thoughts and the authority that you give it or allow it to have in your present and your future, right? Who's running the show here? This is what this is talking about. Who's running the show? So this is saying to mean what you say and say what you mean, because what you speak, you create it. You create what you speak. So mean whatever it is that you want to create, right? Because once again, they said because he didn't mean it, it didn't work, right? So whenever you're manifesting these, you know, these things in your life or your affirmations or your I ams, You really need to believe this. So this will talk about having like a lack of belief in yourself or overcoming this. Okay, I know it's time for me to go. What time is it? I hope it's not too late. It's definitely too late. Still have 4 more. Alright, final messages. Final messages that you have for us. Stand your ground. So there's something where you're needing to stand your ground in a situation. Stand firm on your boundaries. Stand up for yourself. Speak your truth. Live your truth. Express your truth. Honor your truth, even if it's in silence. It doesn't matter what it is. Just stand your ground. Don't fold. Don't fold. Yeah, don't fold on your wisdom here, wise one. They're telling you not to fold on your wisdom. Grow within your current situations. Don't fold. Don't give up, man. Like the reading we did, look, 555. And today is 5/11, 2022. 5/11/4. Nine, 10, 11. That's another 11. So 11, 11, 5, 5, 5 right now, man. Whatever major changes concerning your individuality, your most truest, authentic, most valid self, right? Whatever thoughts that you have are resonating, reconnecting with the I am, your inner source, your inner sun, your solar self, right? So this solar return, whether it's your fucking birthday or not, this is something that is achievable and reachable at any moment, any day, right? But this is talking about believing in yourself, right? Look, love and let yourself be loved. You are loved. You are lovable. There is more love coming towards you. There's already a lot of love towards you, right? You are attracting love. All of that. And don't waver from that. Stand your ground in this frequency. Stand your ground. Be basking in the state of love. Basking in the state of peace. Basking in the state of joy, regardless of what's around you that's trying to shake that up. Right? Remember, emotion in etymology is to move through, to move out, to disturb, to move you out of your peace, to move you out of standing your ground. Right? Or you can channel that energy to move you through it. Right? Period. That's the ultimate self-love right there. But it's your girl, the Authentic Empress, and I do have to go. Look, exchange energy for abundance. Exchange energy for abundance. However that may come back to you, right? And I want to be very clear with this. They're telling me to be very clear with this. Abundance in itself does not always mean wealth or something positive. Abundance can mean something that is in excess. A lot of something. It's a lot of it. You get what I'm saying? So be mindful of what energy you are exchanging, sharing with others, allowing yourself to consume, right? Because there's going to be an abundance of something that result from that. What is that going to be? You don't want an abundance of chaotic mental conflict. You don't want that, right? You want an abundance of love here, real love. An abundance of peace, an abundance of joy, right? So exchange that energy with yourself and with others. All right. I love you guys. Peace.